What's up, everybody? This is Whiskey in the Six. I'm Rob. I got the Amador Whiskey Co. It's double barrel, all right? Not much is known about this whiskey. This bottle was purchased for me by Peter White, a very good friend, longtime follower of the channel. He told me all about this stuff and he highly recommended it, and I really like it. It's a bourbon from Kentucky. We don't know exactly what distillery. We do know that it was it was finished in Napa Valley wine barrels. All right, so pretty cool stuff. On the back, you see a little bit of a map just linking Kentucky to California, and it comes off as a super sweet whiskey, in my opinion. A lot of comparisons made between this and Angel Envy. All right, it's bottled at 43.4%, so a decent ABV. All right, I'm gonna nose it, taste it, and give it a mark for you guys. Okay, so when I opened this bottle, I noticed on the first pour there was a nice pine note coming from the glass. That still remains despite being open for some time. But then it turns into like a sugary sap. All right, so you got the pine leading into like a sugary sap note. And then when you wade through that, I feel like there's a high rye content in this bourbon because you get those spicy bourbon notes, but those spicy rye notes. Okay, so it's light, probably been chill filtered, but it's got a nice smoothness to it. It's sweet. That sugary, like syrupy note continues on the palate, but you do get that pine note as well, which is kind of different, almost like a mintiness. I don't know if I can clearly pick out the wine cask influence. I don't know if that's added color or not. Probably not. It's tasty though. It's a smooth, tasty whiskey. On the finish, you get some vanilla. Super easy drinking. This is definitely an everyday type whiskey. I think it goes ideally with the spring and summer months because it's light, it's sweet, it's refreshing with that pine note. Really, really nice. So it's an A for me. I love that refreshing note on this one. Okay, a little bit of brown sugar as well. All right, so continue watching throughout American Whiskey Month because I still have some great stuff coming up. On last Tuesday, after you see this video, you'll have already seen the live, which will be with this Long Branch Wild Turkey. This is the Matthew McConaughey collaboration. I do have a bunch of other ryes and bourbons to get to. I think I'll have enough for the end of the month, just from what I have here, but if I don't, then I'll go out and purchase some more stuff just so we can make it to the end of June. I'm liking it so far. I love doing these months because it gets you to like hone in on what's important in a bourbon and or American whiskey in general, whether it's a rye, a bourbon, whatever. Because you're so used to, or I'm so used to anyway, drinking scotch, and then once in a while I'll switch to a bourbon, and then I'll switch to a Canadian whiskey or a Taipei whiskey or a Japanese whiskey or whatever. When I'm doing American Whiskey Month, it gives me an opportunity to kind of compare like whiskeys. You know what I mean? Like I get a whole bunch of bourbons, compare them head to head, a whole bunch of ryes, compare them head to head, and it gives you a better understanding of what's quality and what's maybe lacking a little bit. All right. So overall, everyone that I've tried so far has been really good. I'm really liking this. I think there's probably some people that might like it less because it's aged in wine. There's some people that might like it more, especially if they're an Angel Envy fan. They would really like this one. All right. So that's it for today. Check me out on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and you guys can also support the channel on Patreon. Cheers.